Vasyl Lomachenko, of Ukraine, punches a bag during a workout at a Manhattan boxing gym Wednesday, December 6, 2017, in New York, while preparing for his Saturday WBO super featherweight title fight against Guillermo Rigondeaux. AP photo/Kathy Willans. Boxing fans get an early holiday gift Saturday when two masterful fighters with 4 Olympic gold medals between them meet in an intriguing 130-pound title bout. The best part? It won't cost them anything over their basic cable bill to watch it. The future of boxing is changing, or so Bob Arum believes. And nowhere is that more evident than the card put together by the longtime promoter in the theater at Madison Square Garden. Vasyl Lomachenko and Guillermo Rigondeaux, one from Ukraine, the other Cuba, meet in a title clash that is as good as it gets in the lower weight classes. And they do on ESPN instead of pay-per-view or the premium cable networks that have dominated boxing in the past. Boxing is back in front of the masses. And so far the masses seem to like what they are seeing. A lot more people will be aware of these guys than if they fought on a premium network, Arum said. We have a much bigger megaphone with a 24-hour sports network. Arum's new alliance with the cable network giant started in July when Manny Pacquiao and Jeff Horn drew some 3 million viewers for their fight in Australia. Lomachenko drew decent ratings on a card of his own, and Terence Crawford was also featured in a Saturday night broadcast in August. And with 18 dates scheduled for next year on ESPN, many of them in the prime Saturday night slot, expect to see Top Rank's best fighters on a regular basis on the network. You'd have to go back to the 70s to a time when all the big fights were on free TV, Arum said. In the 80s we had less and less, and then we had none to speak of. Boxing's reliance on paid TV gave the top fighters big paydays over the years, and served promoters like Arum well. Showtime and HBO paid well for the big fights, and the biggest went to pay-per-view. But it was a flawed business model for long-term success. Fans didn't get to see their favorite fighters in the ring enough, and promoters treated each fight card as if it were a one-off event. Arum was one of the guilty, and admits he and fellow promoters did the sport wrong while chasing profits. You're 100% right for implicating me and the other promoters, Arum said. We went for the catnip, there's no question about that. But what we did was shrink our product, and shrink the acceptance of our product. The idea of bringing boxing back to primetime network TV is not a new one. The secretive Al Haymon has put his stable of premier boxing champions fighters on network TV for the last 3 years, though they have bounced around on different networks and have mainly of late been relegated to lower-tier cable networks. But Arum believes the strategy spearheaded by his stepson, Todd Duboff, to have a stable of boxers each fight 3 to 4 times a year on regularly scheduled ESPN cards will provide the same kind of name recognition and continuity that UFC has used so successfully in its TV model. Lomachenko will be a key test of that theory.